strive for justice and peace among all people and respect the dignity of every human being. I will, with God's help.
Hey, y'all. Good evening. We've got an extra guest with us tonight. This is the Reverend Kyle Bennett, who's preached on the Gulf Coast as well. The Gulf Coast just sort of moved up to Canton for
We are taking over the coast and camp.
Kyle's at Trinity Pass Christian. And Kyle was a director of Special 2 for how many years?
Several.
7. Very subtle.
I don't remember.
Okay. Kyle was the camp director when I first started doing the special session, because he's much, much older than me, like Patrick. But so Kyle's here to talk to us a little bit about this idea of dignity-driven ministry that's become really the heart of what we do at special session.
Mm-hmm. I think special session carries on an amazing legacy, if you will, of mentorship. When Keith Sloan took over special session in 1984, he asked me to join him on the program staff. He said he wanted to make camp respecting the dignity of more than just staff or more than just campers, but the community itself. So he said, let's allow choice. And at that time, the deep end of the pool was closed, and Stan Glover, with his help, we opened up the deep end of the pool and the dive-in board. The lakes, the boats on the lakes were closed with Rochelle Welks. We went out in a John boat. The high ropes course, on the ropes course, the high elements, they were closed. And we found a way to get Neil Rosenblatt up the tree, and it began a long history of flying special needs campers. Mm-hmm. And it all began with one of our campers by the name of Glenn Tucker, who, because there wasn't choice, he says, I'm a 30-year-old man. I don't want to play Duck, Duck, Goose.
To be fair, I love me some Duck, Duck, Goose. To be fair. Although my favorite version of it is Chicken, Chicken, Cow. Because it's just a little bit more fun because you get to go, bark, 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 moo. It's a great version of that game if you're looking for something a little bit spicier. I would like to say, I think that was obviously the thing that I've loved so much about special session and becoming a director is being having to be intentional about respecting the dignity of every human being, because making sure that everyone has a choice, and particularly for us, that 40 and up group, that these are grown folks, and some of them have families and have full-time jobs. You know, they're all in the world being grown folks, and to get out here and to be treated like a child seems not very dignified. And so we continue to add as much choice as possible. One of the ways that we've been living into that in recent years is there used to be the tradition of everybody does a talent at the talent show. So you have 75 campers, you're going to have 75 talents, even if you have to, jumble them all in to dance to Michael Jackson. And that was always the push. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, we decided that really wasn't very dignified, that what we ought to do is say, if you'd like to participate in the talent show, you can, and encouraging people to find what their talent is and to be creative and think outside the box. But not pushing them to the point of forcing them, but saying, if you want to be in a talent show, we have this thing. And if not, that's also your choice, right? And it's those little tweaks that we continue to make. And we're still not perfect, but we keep trying. We keep trying. So thanks, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
For driving all the way out here to be with us for 30 seconds. That was great.
And thanks, y'all, for being with us all this week. We've had a great time talking about special session and filming and telling these stories, and hopefully reading stories y'all have added in the comments all throughout this week. God bless you. We can't wait to see you all soon.
Enjoy the slideshow. Dear Lord, oh, do you remember me? Dear Lord, oh, do you remember me? Dear Lord, oh, do you remember me? Look away beyond the blue. And I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. And I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look away beyond the blue. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior. You take him to look away on blue. I read about him in the book of Revelation. You read about him too. I read about him in the book of Revelation. You read about him too. I read about him in the book of Revelation. You read about him too. Look away beyond blue. Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do you remember me? Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do you remember me? Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do you remember me? Look away beyond blue. Look away